our unofficial podcast.
Hey!
That person there is Stephanie, and I'm Will, and this is our first attempt at this. So we're kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do for our podcast. I think we're going to do some rock stuff, rock and roll. So if you like metal, rock, and if you like paranormal stuff, you know, like ghosts, aliens, cryptids, weird shit, you know.
Relationships.
Yeah, relationships can be definitely weird. Yeah. Stephanie.
Paranoia will destroy you.
Yeah, Stephanie's had some weird paranormal relationships, freaks and stuff. I have too. Yeah. So, Stephanie, how is your Sunday going?
It's going great. We were at rehearsal at the best place of rehearsal studios ever, and I actually sang, believe it or not, trying to be a singer.
She did really good. She did really good. Matter of fact, we'll be having some new material come out, and I think you guys will like it. I really do. So be on the lookout for that. Also, we're going to be playing Phantom Fire. That, by the way, that's the band that we're in. I guess I should have said that for our first podcast, right?
Hell yeah!
So, so this is our first podcast, and we're in a band called Phantom Fire, based out of Los Angeles. And again, I'm Will. This is Stephanie. And
he's the guitarist.
I play twinger, yeah. And so let's see here. What's the newest rock news going on, Stephanie? What's going on in LA with rock and roll and young people?
I think Phantom Fire is the best and the worst of all time.
We're
How's
the best.
that?
Yeah, I would say yes. We do have, we are the best, and we can be the worst. Yes. I had a really odd thing with my drummer last night. I haven't told you guys on the radio, but I did tell Stephanie.
Say what?
Yeah. So I got to tell this little story, and then I will go into some paranormal stuff. So we had practice last night. This is going to get really boring. If you guys need to, smoke a doobie while I'm telling this story, that'd probably be best.
Or go to the restroom.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what girls do.
Yep.
To look good.
So went to go have pizza, and then my drummer wanted to go to a titty bar, but I was really tired. Will, you miss going to a titty bar? Yes, I was really tired. And so I went to his house, second time there. I went to crash out, and some weird old guy comes out and says, "What are you doing here?" Is that a trip? Has that happened to any of you guys in Radio Land? Where some random weird older guy, I guess it's his dad, asked me what I'm doing there, gave me like the rundown, and then said I needed to get out.
And we all assumed that Will was going to the drummer's house.
We won't say his name.
We thought that's where, his house. We thought he lived there.
It turns out maybe he doesn't live there. So I was in a strange person's house who I didn't know. Has that happened to any of you guys? If it has, please leave a comment. You're going to see that here in just a few minutes. But I thought it was really hard. So what ended up happening was I texted our drummer. I guess he kind of apologized, and I ended up sleeping in my truck all night in my truck.
But the worst part is that drummer actually parked beside him and walked to the house that he's not allowed or he doesn't own.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, Steph. And so I had band practice a little bit ago, and you guys might be thinking, well, that's some bullshit. I can't believe that happened.
I would never talk to him again.
Right. So guess who shows up to practice?
The next day.
The drummer. Yeah. Anyways, it was okay. But yeah, that was some definite weirdness right there. We did practice.
And he wasn't doing any ass kissing by any means.
Yeah, he wasn't doing ass kissing.
He just said, yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, he said that sucked. So we'll see what happens. But, okay, so some paranormal news, right? So, Stephanie, are you familiar with the congressional hearings that happened this past year with the UFO whistleblowers?
No, I just know about whistleblowing, but no, whistleblowers.
Right.
No.
Okay, so there is a whistleblower who I guess, was a pretty high up, legit special intelligence agent for a part of the government called ATIP, and they were charged with investigating UFOs. I guess there's some real legit stuff. Exactly. By the Navy and the Air Force, and I guess there was some. There was a New York Times post in 2017, and some new video footage from a guy named Jeremy Corbell. Very interesting stuff. If you guys haven't seen it, look that up. Yeah, I was really surprised by this.
Was there like Martians coming out of anything?
What?
Or is there some, type of life form that we don't know of?
That is a dang good question. So this whistleblower, his name is David Grush, Grusch. Yeah, he was an intelligence officer, and apparently he felt this stuff was so important that he reported all of these findings to the ICIG, which is kind of like the investigative body.
That sounds very intelligent.
Yeah, it is kind of.
Yeah.
So it's like this administrative part that handles intelligence officers. So they're kind of like the oversight for that. And this administrative oversight committee with the ICIG found that Mr. Grush's claims are legit, and that he actually has proof of not only crashed vehicles, but what he calls biologics.
Biological, like kids.
Bodies.
Yeah.
And so he didn't say how many there were, but that it's been happening for a while. And on top of that, you know what he said, Steph?
What did he say?
He said this has been going on for a few thousand years. And that was it was. And I guess one of the earliest ones was in 1933.
Thank goodness that we weren't born, though. Yeah,
right.
That's good to know, too.
Right, because some of you guys may be familiar with Roswell. That was in 1947.
Nope, not me. No,
You were not?
No, I'm no 1940s.
Okay, yeah. No.
Not aware.
Yeah. We'll have some pictures up of Steph. She's pretty hot. So
hot nut.
Yeah, and then okay, so in 1933, David Grush had alleged that in Italy there was a crashed vehicle not from this planet, and at the time it was Mussolini who was in charge because he was the big jefe, big dude, right? And he I guess he had contacted the Nazis to find out if it was one of their vehicles.
Yeah.
And the Nazis said no, but we'd like to come and take a look at what you guys found.
Look into this matter.
Right, and this was in the 30s. So apparently that's what happened, Stephanie. What are your thoughts on that? It's all been legitimized, and there's actual proof out there that we are not alone. And you know what? We haven't been alone for a very long time. What are your thoughts on that, Steph?
I think that because there are better people that are smarter, that's why we need to learn from. And I think someday we're going to move over to Mars. Like they said, the Earth is going to explode, so we need to move over to Mars.
All right.
And that's when we're going to find out all of this has happened.
I agree. I think something's going on. I'm not sure. I just thought it was very interesting. So that was something.
We seem to hide everything that's really good to learn from.
I agree. But you know what they said, like in I guess during the 50s, there was a program that actually looked into this called Project Blue Book, and it was like a disinformation thing from the Army. You guys can look that up, by the way. Operation Blue Book, or Project Blue Book. I'm sorry. And there was a guy named Jay.
Not the Blue Book for phones or trying to find someone's number. Anymore.
Exactly.
You don't have to do the Blue Book anymore.
Right. You don't have to do the Blue Book, guys. Not unless you need to.
It's over.
So,
that was in 1930s. So.
Right. So a professor named J. Allen Hynek is the one who oversaw Project Blue Book and did this investigation stuff. And they found like 1,400 cases, and he tried to debunk them all.
A lot more than just 4.
Yeah, it's a lot more than 4. So Yeah, it's very interesting that J. Allen Hynek, who tried to debunk everything after he quit Project Blue Book, had admitted that, I don't know what those things were. There is something out there.
Yeah.
And it's way more advanced than what we have.
We should know about.
Exactly. So what are your thoughts on that, Stephanie? Do you think,
Absolutely. Why not? I mean, I just find that everything is a little too boring if we just have us. So, yeah.
I agree.
I think we have to keep it going.
I agree too. And let's see. The other thing that is kind of news is now some of these now that the congressional hearings have happened, Stephanie, several congressmen, both Democrat and Republicans, have gone to these bases to try to get information, to be shown proof, because they are
learn from.
Right, because they're the actual oversight for the monies that get allocated to
finding things happen.
Yeah, finding things happen, but they also are responsible for the budget for the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines. Everything with the budget has to go through
where
Congress.
The money should go.
Right, and so these congressmen had went to one of these bases, and they were straight told, nope, you don't need to see nothing. And very odd.
That's so odd for them to keep things from us.
Yeah.
That is very odd.
Yeah. I guess we shouldn't trust the government. I shouldn't trust. So those are some weird things that have happened recently with the paranormal news. Stephanie, what do you got on the rock and pop and social side of things?
That we should keep rocking on and come up with some really good music.
I agree. Good music is always good. And any good bands that you've heard recently? Any good music you've heard? Because you listen to XM or Sirius XM, right? That's kind of your go-to.
Yeah, just Octane or Turbo. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Anything that stands out to you that's been like,
was a country guy singing in a rock band. That was
That is interesting.
That kind of, set me back, but set me, listening. It's interesting.
So country.
Having a country singer with a rock band.
Right.
And that twang. Yeehaw!
Yeah.
With na-na-na-na-na-na. That's pretty intense. Pretty intense for me to hear. I don't know. I don't know if I can bring it on and enjoy it, or just say, yeah, pretty good.
What do you like to listen to, Stephanie?
Anything that'll get my anger taken away and get revved up to get possibility and excitement and not hurt anybody. That's what I like.
Yeah, so you guys might be thinking that Stephanie's borderline a sociopath. We don't know. We don't judge.
Hey, we all have to get our anger out somehow.
Yeah, that's true. We definitely have
just
to do
because I'm
that.
not good at, yoga or Yoda or any of that, I can't chill out.
Yeah. So Stephanie...
I need something fast pace. Let's go.
Right. So Stephanie, do you work out or what do you do?
I do. Yeah, that's how I take my anger out. On the bicycle or jumping jacks or push-ups,
Do you do girl push-ups? Because our drummer does girl push-ups. Or do you do like regular, like...
No, I don't do the knee, half-ass, they say.
Oh, wow. So you do the real thing.
But I can only do 20.
Wow.
We don't need to.
That's great.
200 push-up, yeah!
Right. So what do you think of drummers who do girl push-ups, like 100 of girl push-ups? Is that a cry for help, or is that like pretty normal?
I think he's just wanting to have sex. That's what I think he has in that mind of doing that. I don't think it's a fitness.
I think so. Anybody out there in Radioland, have you guys known drummers who like to have sex? Yeah, I know you guys are all laughing right now, but yeah, it's a serious question. If you guys know anyone a drummer who does girl push-ups, who likes to have sex a lot, please comment. Let us know. Let us know we're not the only ones who have witnessed such things. What else is going on? What's going on in retail land?
Oh, we don't. Yeah, all customers should be nice and never return things. Obviously, you know that I work in retail.
Oh, yeah. For you guys, this is our first podcast, so I don't know if they would know that. But, so...
I work
Stephanie does retail, which is
Yeah.
it's like an unsung.
Not fun, and it's with bras and panties, so that can drive you insane.
Yeah, with what?
Selling bras and panties can drive you insane.
Do you like that?
It's the first time that you're actually slow at speaking and
Yeah,
quiet.
I'm wanting to. Yeah,
Bras and panties, bras and panties.
yeah.
Yeah, lingerie. It's a tough business to work at. That's for sure.
Do they try them on? Do they try them on for like customers? So I guess what I'm really trying to ask in the people on Radio Land is
Yeah.
like, so if I went in there and I said, hey, I'm interested in bras and panties, can someone show me what these would look like? Do they try them on for you or?
No. Every guy likes to use that to their advantage, and they always say, and I'll say, what size is your hot girl or wife? And they'll go, oh yeah, just like you, yeah. If you don't mind, I'll pick out some bras and panties. You could just show them to me, see if they look good, and you go, no, that's for her to do.
Really? So you guys don't do any? You guys don't try them on for the fellas?
No, that's just like our drummer going to a bikini bar or something. That's what you do.
Yeah. But I have watched some movies, Stephanie. I got to be honest. I have watched some movies where in these movies, if you say a certain phrase, they will actually try them on for you.
That's just in Las Vegas and New York.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. That might be a porn thing too. Because I've seen some of those. I mean, I've heard people see.
We can all dream. There's nothing wrong with that.
So what is the worst retail story you got?
Worst?
The worst.
To work at or to be in?
Yeah, no, what's been like the worst customer one? Because I'm sure some of our listeners who haven't gone to the bathroom yet or turned this off are thinking, damn, this chick is violent, angry, and she works retail.
And
I love
with
her.
lingerie, that's even worse.
And I love her. What's been the weirdest one, Stephanie?
The weirdest one? Well, we got a lot of weird things, but I think the worst is when people try to come in and get either free things or, just to let you guys know, you buy these expensive things and what they come in and do is they want the money. They want to return and get the money. They don't want what you bought.
So is that like a side hustle or
they like that. They like that.
How does one get involved in the underground panty bra return racket?
It can be quite dirty, so let's just not even go there.
Dirty? You got to tell us. Well, how does it get dirty? You got to tell us.
Girls will wear it and bring it back. And I'm sure you've been with girls that aren't just the perfect girl of all time and clean.
I will say that in my teens, yes, there was a few that were questionable, especially when you can't get the smell off for a few days after you've taken several showers.
Why do they say that fish thing? I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. Yeah. Hey, young guys out there.
All right.
Some of my young brothers out there, if no one tells you, that is wrong. Yeah. You don't want to be tapping that when it smells like, no, that's a no. So my young fellas out there, no, just pass. Hard pass.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So go on, Stephanie. What would they leave behind? What do they do, these women and their dirtiness?
They just wear it and want their money back, and that's not right. Or they come in, a majority of these lovely girls spend $500 to $1,000, and they're just, I'm buying this, and this, and then they go the next day, and then they go, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I just want to return.
Wait a minute.
So you know what they're doing, right? Social media.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they get all these things, and then they put photos of themselves that they've got silk and they've got cashmere and they've got the best lingerie and everything, but then they just take those photos, send them, but they return it.
Wow, that is I do gotta ask a question. $1,000 for panties and bras, is that right? Because I still get mine from Amazon and Walmart. Guys, come on, guys. You guys got to agree with me. You listeners out there, I mean, if they're in the ballpark, we wear them, right, fellas? I mean, they don't even have to fit exactly right, because that's what paper clips and bobby pins are for. Right? We just make it work, right? As long as we're in the ballpark. I know I'm not the only one.
So the young girls are not looking for cotton panties. They're looking for the sexy.
So what happens when they leave deposits? What do you guys do with it? Do you guys like resell them?
We always make fun and we always put 3 or 5 gloves on ours and just, pretend that we're not going to touch it. We'll even get like a stick out and we're like, yep, throw the panties in the bin.
Wow. Do you guys have a full bin right now, or how?
Yes, I've had probably 5 boxes of damages.
Damn.
In 6 months. So,
Oh yeah. Going back to my question I left off on, how do panties and bras cost $1,000, Stephanie? You got to explain that to the listeners.
Well, one bra at our lingerie place.
Is it made out of gold?
$80 for a bra.
What do they make them out of? Silk and gold?
Yeah, silk. But $80 a bra. And especially with you men, I never want to tell the girls, but like, you're spending all this money and the guys want it off in like what, 1-2 seconds?
Usually 2. Mm-hmm. Usually 2.
Okay, 2. I give you credit.
Because we don't want to be in a rush.
Yeah, yeah. So I just don't ever understand that. So why can't we all just be naked? Well,
I'm good with that.
We'll go in another section of that topic.
Oh yeah,
we can't have everybody naked 24/7, but yeah, because I got to be honest, I went one time at a nudist, colony or whatever
wow.
to move in, yeah, and not everybody should be, doing a car wash naked. It
wow,
can look pretty
bad,
not sexy. Let's just say that's not sexy.
So you want to give them money to not wash the car? You know what? Here's 100.
Especially when they're squatting in the wrong areas.
Oh.
Ways and.
Oh yeah.
It's not as sexy as you really, really think it is.
And they just had lunch, and they're just
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where is
kind
this
of
at?
puts that down. Yeah.
Where are you hanging out at that you run into these?
At the time, I was in Florida.
I
heard
Florida.
that's the big,
Yeah.
You know how? Oh, you don't have to see. I don't have to.
See, listeners, all
No,
the freaks,
go ahead.
they live in Florida. Let's be honest. It is what it is.
Freaking Florida.
I mean, they got DeSantis.
Freaks
He's the
are
governor.
about it,
That guy's
right? Yeah.
That guy lasted 3 weeks in the presidential race, and it is Florida. So you went to a nudist colony, and you sell bras and panties. That's interesting. Do you ever see any weirdness with the younger ladies or the older ladies who are shopping for $1,000 pair of bras and panties?
Yeah, they actually like to have, other people touching and taking care of them, and I can't get the bra and right, can you help me, and that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And especially when they're big ladies.
Oh.
And I can't even put the damn thing on myself.
Oh, really?
That's not the funnest part.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like sweating trying to get the damn bra on.
Oh, really?
Chicks. Yeah. Because they have a problem with their size. If you kind of recommend that, I'm sorry, you do need a bigger size, they get so offended. So you're it's like crazy what you have to deal with.
So yeah,
you have to say it in the proper words.
Yeah. So some of you listeners out there, do you know women, young or old, who get easily offended? And what are your thoughts? Send a comment what your thoughts are about women, young or old, who get offended by stupid little things. So how do you handle that? How do you handle that when they get?
You have to always watch how you say, well, let me bring you another bra, but you don't say the size, you don't say what it is, you just bring it to them, and hopefully they won't look at the tag.
Like your fat ass can't fit into this?
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Have you ever done that?
Yeah. What?
Like
put it in a fat ass?
Yeah,
no, I mean, I haven't put on their...
Large, no?
No, not the large panties on them. They always put it on and go, yeah, it looks great. And I'm like, yeah. You're going to... And I've had girls even bring them back and say, oh, it's damaged because of how it's made. And no, it's because it was too damn small on you and you broke it, all right?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we can't say that. We just go, absolutely, it's bad quality. Oh, yeah. Or... I don't even want to know. You probably had sex while you had it on. So I don't even want to know.
Wow.
There you go.
And then you must work with young or older women. Like, what's the normal age group for people who work in
No,
the
it can
panty
be
bra?
either. I mean, majority of the young crowd come in with many other girls, but the older crowd only come out with one or two, either sisters or mothers. They even bring their moms as they're 30 or 40 years old.
See, that's nasty.
It is, right?
I don't.
Especially when they want to match.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We don't know.
It's true.
That'd be like going to meet with my dad. And by the way, that'll never happen. But that'd be like going to meet with my dad trying to get boxers that match
right. You two are going to match banana boxers together.
Touching tips.
Yeah,
No,
you can have apples who have bananas.
Yeah,
okay.
not really. So they actually do that.
They do. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And want to help each other. And
So what do you tell your staff when they like, they get around someone who's offended by everything?
Yes, I do have to train them to say it's how you watch the size, never say. Actually, that happened yesterday. One of the older ladies said, "What panties?" And my coworker actually said, "Well, you could try medium." And she goes, "Medium? What are you trying to say? I always have small. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Well, are you telling me that I'm fat? Is that what it is? What is it?" And she goes, No.
Stephanie's nodding yes, by the way, as she's telling this story. Go on.
So, she got offended. Shouldn't have said medium. Should have said, "Oh, we'll give you selection of panties to try on, but make sure that you try on with your panties already on."
Oh, nasty.
Because we don't want to damage them.
So they don't leave any skid marks or anything on the merchandise?
One or two marks, yes.
Oh, that's not right. No.
No.
Would any of you guys wear bras or panties that had like skid marks on them from a store? Oh, I think I threw up in my mouth just now. Oh, hey, so we have a new segment we're gonna try right now for you guys. It's Stephanie? What's your top 5 bikini makers in this current market? What are the top 5? Number 5. Let's go all the way from 5 to 1. 1 being the best. Who's number 5?
Who's number 5 the best?
What
for
bikini makers and bras and
bikinis?
panties?
Well, we've got to differentiate, but I think everybody's going to say Victoria's Secret, but
Does she really have secrets?
no. Well, actually, she does. It's bad quality.
Okay.
Yeah, but everyone knows that one.
What's number 4?
Into Mississippi.
To what?
Into the Mississippi.
Into Mississippi.
Yeah, no, it's into Mississippi. Caledonia. That's a really good.
Is that number
Italian?
3? Is that number 3?
Yeah.
Caledonia. That sounds like calcium and
I
donut.
know.
What's
San
number 2?
Lorenzo
Is that your number 2?
is a bikini line.
And
I worked for them.
And what's special about?
San Lorenzo? They're just Hawaiians.
Isn't that Saint Lorenzo in Spanish?
What's that? Saint? It's sand.
Isn't
Don't you know
sand?
the difference between sand and saint?
No, I don't.
It's all
know.
the same.
I do a podcast. That's if that tells you guys anything. It's sad, I know. Okay, so that's number 2. And why do you like San Lorenzo? What about them makes them like number 2 on
They're
your
definitely different. Very different. They got some crazy Brazilian, sexy, nice. Barely anything.
list? Wow.
Barely anything.
And then what is your number 1 go-to bras and panties? Number 1.
Number 1?
Number 1. If you were on an island and you actually had to wear bras and panties to get saved.
I think number 1 would be naked. How about wear none at all? Ding, 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 ding. That was beautiful.
I like that. Yep. We'll be posting some pics of Stephanie, and I'm sure you guys all agree. All right. So my number 5. I guess I don't know anything about bras and panties. So can I give you my top 5?
Go ahead.
My top 5 paranormal creepiness.
Go ahead.
All right. If you guys hear that, it is a.
Say what?
Yeah, it's I think the paramedics or something. Yeah, we live dangerously.
They're not coming to me, so thank God.
Yep. All right. So my number 5 paranormal thing is Bigfoot.
Dun dun dun.
Would you like to know why?
Why?
Because he's got big feet. He's hairy too, like hairy. Like I always get. Sometimes I've had bad dreams. Like if I ran into like a female Bigfoot, if she tried to rape me.
I think we have both those in real life, men and women.
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Yes,
I think so.
I would be scared of a female Bigfoot who hadn't had any while,
Oh,
and then like
you probably would like.
I would be scared. I think she would kill me. I think that would happen.
She'll just spank you. You don't know until you try.
Yep, that's true. All right, so my number 4
Yep.
cryptid.
Ding, 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 ding,
I'm gonna say Men in Black.
Ah.
What? Why now are Men in Black? Well, I think Men in Black are a little creepy. It happens all over the world that after a sighting, that guys, I guess there's Men in Black and Women in Black, Stephanie, to be honest with you. Stephanie's looking at her phone while we're doing our podcast.
Watch what you say.
Uh,
They're green.
yeah, so these Men in
Stick
Black,
with the green.
Men in Black and Women in Black will go and threaten people, but they act peculiar. Here's the thing: they act peculiar. It's like almost like they try to act human, but then they don't do human things.
This kind of sounds like just regular human beings. I don't
That
know.
could be. Yeah, maybe they're from Florida.
Yeah.
Could be from Florida.
Yeah.
All right, my number 3 paranormal thing is ghosts.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've seen some weird shit. Have you seen some weird shit, Stephanie?
No, actually, every time people tell me about, like, whether it's at their house and they saw something go past them or something, I'm always like wanting to know. I don't ever say it's, not happening, but I want it to happen.
Wow. And you haven't seen anything?
I have not. Because maybe the ghosts think I'm ugly or scared of me or something. I don't know.
Well, you're not ugly.
And nobody wants to do that. They don't want to come around me.
Well,
I would
shit.
love it.
Yeah. No, I've seen some shit. We live, by the way, I'm not gonna say where we live, but we live in California, and one of the creepiest highways I've been on, and right at no, oh yeah, that's kind of creepy. Yeah, you see some shit, but no, on
those are drivers.
On Highway 166 in California, Southern California. Look that up, you guys. Highway 166 between I-5 and Highway 101. I've seen some weird shit on there. Weird shit. Weird shit. Weird shit. Yeah. So my number 2, paranormal. Yeah, number 2 paranormal thing. I am going to say, I would have to say, Mothman.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Mothman?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story.
Oh boy. Tell me the story.
Okay, so here, and some of you guys in Radioland might be familiar with this. So I think it was in 1967, in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Are you familiar with Point Pleasant, New Jersey?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So, and some of you guys might be familiar with the East Coast, Point Pleasant, New Jersey, 1967. The Crystal Bridge collapsed. I think it was called the Crystal Bridge, and I think 30, 40 people died in that thing.
My God.
Yeah, 1960. I think it was Christmas Eve.
Oh my
I believe it was
God,
Christmas
even
Eve.
worse.
Yeah, the bridge buckled, and it was at night. Now here's the weird thing: 2 weeks prior to that, might have been even a few weeks before that, people were seeing this huge 7 to 8 foot tall black thing at night with huge eyes flying over.
Like dragon or something?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. No, there's actually pictures of this stuff. We might post some of this stuff, by the way, if you've never heard of the Mothman. But no, this large creature. It was
It just wasn't a tall basketball player.
No, not 1967. 1967 is all white guys playing basketball. Heh.
Yeah.
All right, so 1967, yeah, this huge, tall, black thing with no neck, and big, huge wings, flying and keeping up. Matter of fact, there were stories of couples going 100 miles an hour trying to get away from this thing, and it would follow them until they got to the outskirts of the city, matching their speed. Is that some creepy shit?
Yeah, it is.
And so this went on
or maybe if you're just stoned, you kind of could visualize it.
Yeah, and maybe there's nothing to do in Point Pleasant in 1967. I don't know. I think it's kind of rural. But, a lot of people saw this thing,
Yeah.
and it's documented. And there was a guy who wrote about it. What was his name? John. I can't remember his name, but he wrote the Mothman Prophecies, the movie.
Wow.
Have you seen the Mothman Prophecies,
No,
Stephanie?
I'm not a movie goer.
Okay.
I miss out.
Okay, so radio listeners, if you haven't seen the Mothman Prophecies, take a. I think it was 2001, 2010, something like that. But take a look at it. Richard Gere was in it. You like Richard Gere, right?
I've heard of her.
Yeah, and then Deborah Messing from.
I've heard of her.
Yeah. And then there was a couple other people. But yeah, take a look. Anyways, there was a movie about that, based on that. Yeah. And so my number one paranormal thing has to be UFOs. Have you ever seen anything in the sky, Stephanie? Because you're from the East Coast.
Actually, I just saw a helicopter just now.
That's called
by.
I think they call them the ghetto birds.
Oh, ghetto birds.
Right, because we're in a certain part of Los Angeles.
Oh, so you call ghetto birds?
Well, they call them ghetto birds. Yes.
Not a helicopter.
Not a helicopter. No,
Oh.
these are ghetto birds because they're looking for.
Ghetto
Yes.
or birds. Oh.
Yeah, ghetto. Yeah.
The bird is looking for ghetto. I get it. Okay. Yeah, totally makes sense.
So have you seen weird things in the sky ever?
No, just
Never?
clouds and planes.
Really?
Yeah, I told you.
Okay.
Nobody likes me. I don't know.
Right.
I get the boring stuff.
Well, we like you, Steph. All the listeners like you. Okay, so I've seen some shit. I have seen some weird shit.
Not drinking or drugs, right?
Totally sober.
Okay,
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you. So one incident was in, I would say 2019, 2018, right around there. Right.
Okay.
So I was at work driving back from a small town in California called Bakersfield. Some of you guys might be familiar with Bakersfield. If you're not, don't worry about it. Look it up if you need to.
Baker's man.
Right. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Bakersfield and Taft. Bakersfield and Fresno. Saw it in the news today. They were called the two saddest cities in California. Right. Oh, and Bakersfield. I just also read that you guys are the rape capital of California.
Oh.
Right. Yeah.
I won't be moving there.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Previously, it was Salinas. So yeah, you got bumped down a notch, Salinas. Now it's
Damn.
Bakersfield. Yeah.
So close.
So close, man. Yeah. Hey, next year,
Yeah.
go for it. So, anyways, I'm driving back from Bakersfield. Okay, I take this back road. I'm getting ready to get onto I-5, and there are these large, not telephone, but power poles, right? You've seen them before, right, Stephanie?
I've seen power poles. There's one right here. Yeah.
Well, that's a telephone pole, but like the bigger
Poles,
middle.
poles, schmoles.
Okay, yeah. So I'm near the freeway. I go to stop to turn to make a right turn onto I-5, and you know what? There is this diamond-shaped light on top of the pole.
Diamond.
A diamond.
All the girls probably saw that.
There was nobody there.
Oh, pardon.
But it didn't make any noise. All I could
Diamonds
see
don't
was,
make noise.
so it was about, I don't know, however tall a power pole would be. What do you guys think, about 40, 60 feet, something like that? So it was very close to the ground. It had 4 lights in a diamond formation, and they were a greenish blue. Aqua color. What do you
Wow.
think?
The Aquaman?
I don't know. But when you see planes, it's usually blue, red, and white.
Is that right?
Yeah, blue, red, and white. That's what they go with, right? For the blinking and whatnot.
Right. And definitely not diamonds.
Definitely not diamonds. It wasn't it was a
'Cause
diamond
I
shape.
would definitely be trying to look.
Yes, you would. It was a diamond shaped crap. And here's the thing, it was dead quiet.
Dead quiet?
Nothing.
No woo.
Nothing. There was no helicopter blades. No, there wasn't even that. There was no. This thing was stationary on top of this power pole. Is that some crazy shit?
Yeah, it's definitely not normality.
And then the second thing I saw was driving back from, again, the saddest place in California, Bakersfield. This time it was like, I would say 2019. I saw these lights. I was driving back on I-5. Highway 46. I was driving back to the coast, Highway 101 on Highway 46 around I-5.
Yeah.
Different location this time. If you guys are familiar with the highways and freeways of California, this will totally make sense to you. If not, you can probably look it
You'll
up.
totally relate.
Exactly. I saw these two lights come from two different distances, and they were dancing in the sky.
Dancing
I'm not joking. It was freaking. Yeah. And so one came from up north, I would say like from Fresno, that northern part of the area, and was flying south to meet this other light that was right in front of me over the hills.
Yeah.
On Highway 46. And they got together and they started following each other. In the sky. They following each other in the sky.
Not having sex.
Not having sex.
No.
No.
No love spiel.
No love spiel. And then they took off. It was so freaking weird.
Wow.
That was so freaking weird. And again, I was sober, guys. You might be thinking, "Oh, Will, have you been hitting the sauce and and doing the dirty?" Nope, I was not. Nope. It was.
There you go.
I was clear-headed. So yeah, those are my top 5 weirdest paranormal things. Yay! So hey guys, this is our little test run show.
Hope you're not bored sleeping.
Do you have anything final for
nap
night
times.
to tell everybody as we get out of here?
And yeah, just don't fall asleep during sex.
Wow, that's sad. That's sad that
I think you'll,
I have never had that experience.
Yeah.
That's sad that's the first thing that you think of on our first podcast.
Just giving you some, good tips.
Never had that problem, but all right. Hey guys, keep that in mind. I guess the ladies don't like when you fall asleep during. Yeah, I guess that's
after.
That's kind of an ego killer, I would assume. What? Okay. Hey, Mike. Hey, my tip to you guys: be good humans, love each other, right? Life's short. Treat everyone with a little bit of compassion, a little bit of kindness. And on our way, we're gonna close out here. We're gonna play a little bit of fire music. So have an awesome week, and we will see you again soon.